Hello guys, and welcome back to another video in Block Game. Today we will be doing my first ever Bed Wars commentary, and this will be about how I've managed to fly a plane without a license and at the age of 11. Huh? So yeah, it was a couple years ago, but let's just jump straight into Minecraft. Alright, so here we are on the map Solus. So, yeah, so basically, it all started, I think it was a couple years ago. I don't remember how many years ago. I've got such a great memory, I know. It was a couple years ago. It was on my 11th birthday. How do I, okay, so, yeah, so it was a couple years ago. It was on my...
That you want...
And, oh. Alright, so yeah, it was on my 11th birthday. I was turning 11, and we were down in the city, so I don't live in the city. We're about 3 hours away from the city, and we were down in my city for my birthday. And so yeah, we went to the city, and basically, yeah, we were celebrating my birthday and doing a couple of things, you know, interesting stuff. And he's gone, rest in pieces. Yep, question marks, whatever. So basically, my parents decided that they would surprise me they would surprise me for my birthday and do something really special. What we did is we went to an airport. So my parents didn't tell me what we were doing at the airport. So yeah, we went to an airport. So I'll explain how this all happened at the end of the video, by the way. Well, not quite at the end, but a little bit later into the video, I'll explain how I did manage to do this. But it basically all started off, we went straight to the airport. They said to get in the car, and we went straight to the airport. And I was like, what are we doing at the airport? Like, we're not doing any flying or anything like this right now. Like, what the heck are we doing here? And my parents didn't tell me. So basically, yeah, I was going on this flight that I didn't know, like, I was gonna go on. And then my parents literally just said to wait inside the car while they went and talked to what would later be the pilot who was gonna take me on this flight. So basically they talked to him, and then it started pouring rain. And then they came inside and said, we'll go do something else for a while, because we can't do this activity now because it's in the rain. And it was at that point in time I started to get the idea that what we were doing. It was raining, so we went to an air museum in between as another little surprise for my birthday. And then it stopped raining. So it stopped raining at this point. And we head back to the airport. We head back to like the airport thing, the airport area. Oh my gosh, the airport. And then we were like, the pilot introduced himself to me, and you know, we went to the hangar. So yeah, we went back to the airport. Then the pilot came and introduced himself to me, and we went to the hangar, you know, where the airplanes usually, you know, they chill out and have their rest. So we went there, and then my parents finally told me I was going on this flight, and I'll be sitting in the front of a plane, and that there was nothing to be worried about. Like, I love planes, so I knew exactly what was happening at that point in time, so I wasn't worried at all. So then I was getting all ready to go, and then the pilot was doing, you know, like his checks, you know, making sure the flaps were working and all of those, that kind of stuff. And why is Blue in diamond armor? So he was doing all of his checks, and then I think it was the engine, but I'm not quite sure. It just suddenly didn't work. It didn't turn on during the checks or whatever. And then so the pilot goes, I'm sorry, we can't take you on this flight. We're gonna have to change planes. And I was like, why do you have a bow? Blue, why do you have a bow? Alright, so yeah, he was like, you're gonna have to change planes, unfortunately. So an hour later, he got this new plane ready that he wasn't expecting to have to do. So he got it all ready and set up, and we were all excited. You know, I was like, okay, yes, we're finally gonna get to do it. Let's also kill Blue here. Goodbye, friend. Alright. So yeah, we were all excited to do it. We were like, yes. I was like, yes, I'm gonna get to do this experience. It's gonna be a load of fun. And then we got into the plane, okay? I got all buckled up and I was ready to go. And why are you there, Pink? I'll just pell in your bed, okay? Alright, that's a pretty free bed, Pink player. I'm over here, Pink. Yeah, mate. Yeah, bed's gone. So basically, at this point in time, we were in the plane now. I was ready to go. I was like, yes, I was pumped. Okay, I was pumped. I was happy. I was excited. I was a bit nervous because I mean, I won the game. All right, we'll continue the story in the next game. I somehow clutched that game. That was pretty good. Hey guys, I've just gone back through the editing of this video and I realized I never actually talked about the part where my parents told me that I was flying the actual flying the plane. So basically, when we got to the issue of needing to change planes, while the pilot was getting the second plane ready, my parents told me that I was actually going to be piloting the plane for a little while, and I didn't have too big of a reaction, but I started to get a little bit more nervous, but I was also really excited at the same time. My heart started beating fast, but I was super pumped to fly this plane. So anyways, back to the video. So yeah, at this point in time, I was all ready, you know, I was pumped and ready to go. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fly this plane. And this is when the pilot started talking to me. He taught me how to use the headphones so that we could communicate throughout the flight. He could tell me where to go, you know, directions. And then he was like, you're gonna have full control of this plane for 55 minutes. I'm going to take off the plane, because obviously I don't know how to do that. I don't have a license or anything. So he was like, yep, you're gonna take. So I'm gonna take off this plane. Once we're in the air and at like a safe height, I'm going to just basically take my hands off the controls.
What did he say?
And let you have full control of the aircraft. And I was like, holy crap, you're starting a bit quickly, Matt. And so yeah, I was like, okay, you're starting a bit quickly. I didn't actually say that, but. But I was starting to get nervous at that point. Then he did all the checks in that plane and, you know, whatnot. He did all the checks, made sure everything was working in this plane, make sure he had no options. He tried to make me feel comfortable. And then we took off. So we were in the air at this point. And we were in the air and I was excited, okay? He said, okay, now I'm going to give you the control of the plane. He taught me how to use the joystick while we were in the air, like by turning the plane slightly. He taught me how to, you know, like, I'm trying to think what it's called. Because, you see, if you moved the plane too far, I want this final kill grey, mine. If you turn the joystick on the plane too far, it literally would have turned the plane upside down. So I had to be, Alright, so basically now comes the point in time that he has no control of the plane. He put all of his faith in me. So I was basically, yeah, I had no trust in myself. I was like, I'm gonna crash this plane, aren't I? So yeah, he had no control of the plane. We were supposed to fly over this like pretty cool mountain range that was in a little bit outside of the city. So, and it would have taken me around 55 minutes to complete, which is how long I was supposed to fly. Which was how long I'm supposed to fly. I was allowed to fly the plane for. Also, I think this guy might be hacking. So we were going, having a good time, and it comes to the place where the pilot actually turns and tells me, all right, we're gonna actually go through a bit of turbulence now because we're coming close to the mountain area, which will make us experience some extra turbulence. And that creeped me out a bit. So I got a little bit shaky, and I started to like turn the plane left and right. I feel like Gray's gonna win this game. He's gonna have M's. So I kind of started to shake the plane a little bit. So I was like kind of nervous. But then it turned out that I was fine. The pilot said, just calm down, you'll be fine. All you need to do is just, it doesn't really matter that turbulence. It's not gonna affect us. All you need to do is. Ow! Stop fireballing me in the face, man. and also die. And he clutched, and my bed is now gone. Whatever. So yeah, he was telling me, and yeah, so I was turning the plane, you know, over the mountains and all of that stuff that we had to do. And the turbulence came, and it passed as well. The pilot took control after about 53 minutes and landed the plane, and then we were all, and then I was reunited with my parents, and yeah, oh, I'm dead. Yeah, he took no knockback bullet. And yeah, so I was basically reunited on the ground with my family, and it was all a happy ending, even though I didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. But anyway, the flight ended safely, and I was back on the ground. And yeah, I thank my parents because it was one amazing experience that I may never do in my life again, fly an airplane. So basically how I actually was able to do this, especially while being 11, is basically my parents found online this website that, it's called Red Balloon, I believe. So basically, I'm pretty sure the website was called Red Balloon, and it gives you these opportunities to to have different experiences. So my parents found that site, and yeah, ordered to do that experience, and that's how I managed. And that's how I managed to fly a plane as an 11-year-old without a license. Full control of the plane for 50 something minutes, 55 I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna try and take as little fall damage as possible here. So yeah, that's basically how I did it. Now I'm going to finish this game, so I'll just basically cut and only show some clips of me doing good, possibly. So basically, thank you guys so much for watching. This is my first ever Bear Grylls commentary, so they will be getting better as we go throughout my YouTube journey. So make sure to like and sub if you want to see more of these. And yeah, that there is how I managed to fly an airplane as an 11-year-old without a license. Why did I just... What? Bye.